All right. Welcome everyone to Fierce Friday, January 28th, 2021. This is what happens when you cast your vision into the future. You're already out there, I guess, right? Rebecca Johns coming to you live from Southeast Michigan, Flint, Michigan to be exact. I will be your MC for today's Fierce Friday. And today is all about acknowledging our accomplishments for 2020 and casting vision for 2021. And we have some special things we are honoring and celebrating today, some special guests. So without much ado, what I would love to have for those of you that are with us regularly, we do a couple of housekeeping things at the start of our Fierce Friday calls. And one of those things is to read the pledge. The Million Mom Movement, which I would love if you haven't, you go to the Million Mom Movement.info, millionmommovement.info. You can learn all about the Million Mom Movement. You can see our mission, our vision. You can see the newsletter that you can sign up for to join the movement, and this pledge in particular. So I would love to introduce my council sister, Carmela Velarde, who will share with you the Million Mom Movement pledge.
Happy New Year. Thank you everyone for being here. Happy January. I see some really familiar faces I'm happy to see in this new year, sometimes some of them for the very first time. So this is actually an action pledge. It's an action pledge. So if you're already part of our community, like Rebecca had said, take this pledge if you have not yet already and join our movement. We like to see where across the country and across the Canada and Europe as well, where our people are. So I pledge to defend the health of my family and of myself. I pledge to reject GMOs, artificial ingredients, trans fats, and over-processed foods. I pledge to educate myself, read labels, and lead by example. I understand that my actions today will positively impact the health of future generations, and I'm committed to sharing this mission until we are 1 million moms strong. So I pass the word on, and I'm excited to get this call started.
Awesome. Thank you, Carmela. Absolutely appreciate you. If you don't know already, the Million Mom Movement began as a movement with the intention of having 1,000 moms in 100 cities help 10 families eat healthier using the knowledge and the superfoods that are organic and non-GMO from Purium health products. That MOM has come to mean something more. It's more of like a movement of many now. We are moms, dads, men and women, caregivers, educators, influencers in a grassroots movement. We're an organization that educates and empowers and mobilizes our field of constituents to be conscious consumers for health, wealth, and planetary sovereignty. And we succeeded at some pretty significant milestones in 2020. So I'd like you to wear kind of two hats right now for this next segment. I'm going to introduce my sister, Nayeva Flory, who is in Hawaii. And she's going to share with you the accomplishments of the Million Mom Movement for 2020. But I'd like you, while you listen to that, I'd like you to be conscious and maybe even take note of your accomplishments for 2020. It's a wonderful thing to cast vision for the future, but it also has power to give completion to the past and to honor what has been and what has been accomplished and what is there then in the gap to still develop and bridge into the future. So Nayeva Flory, are you ready, my darling friend?
Hi.
Hi, let me tell you, you blew us away with the post that you created. Nayeva is our social media master for the Million Mom Movement. If you're seeing it, she's doing it. But you made a post recently that literally moved many of us to tears. So would you please share, say a little something and share the 2020 accomplishments for the Million Mom Movement?
Sure. Thank you so much for having me on. And it is my pleasure to be able to share on our social media and represent each and every one of you. And I'm super excited because with this new year, you know, I was just looking at all the things that we've accomplished this past year. And we are such servant leaders. We are here to make a difference and create change. And I'm just so proud of each and every one of you that are a part of this movement. If you are here, you are a part of the Million Mom movement. So I want to just thank you for everything that you do, sharing the word and spreading this mission. So some of our accomplishments that we've had is I'm just going to read from the post. I have it right here. So I wrote, Happy New Year from the Million Mom Movement Council. We wish you the most prosperous year ahead, full of unexpected blessings and unlimited potential. We are honored to be servant leaders on this mission to make the world a better place for future generations by helping to educate mothers, fathers, and caregivers today. We are excited to support more families to learn about simple ways to keep their family healthy through these challenging times. We're also extremely proud to have helped reduce 30,000 pounds of plastic from landfills in 2020, and we have a huge goal to triple that this year. With your help, we will reduce another 90,000 pounds of plastic in 2021. That's amazing, you guys. We're also proud to have given away $120,000 in scholarships to 48 families in need of nutritional and financial support in 2020. So we're super excited to continue to bless more families with this opportunity in the years to come. And we're also excited to have created this Fierce Friday and a petition that asks General Mills to remove glyphosate from Cheerios first and foremost, but we'd like to expand that petition in the future to include other popular foods, to include food colorings, to include, like, you know, certain preservatives or certain things that we don't align with here on our mission as the Million Mom movement. So we'd love to invite you to please go follow our social media platforms if you don't already. On Facebook, Million Mom Movement, on Instagram, Million Mom Movement. And we also have a really great group on Facebook. It's Million Mom Movement Official that you can join. And we want to invite you to come and share your voice there. If you are shy about the PHP Live promotion, go live within that group. It's a safe space. We're all there to support you and encourage you and share what it is that you're inspired by what we're doing here at the Million Mom Movement. So thank you so much for being here today. And I'm super excited for some of our special announcements.
Special announcements indeed. Thank you so much, Naeva. You are just a master at keeping our social media hot. And, you know, some of you are already in the chat talking about our special celebration today, and that is the birthday of our chair, Stephanie Dawn. And if you haven't been around to experience Stephanie, I want you to know she is the chairperson of the Million Mom Movement. She is a mom of 2 boys who inspire her in this work. She has been an activist for decades, talking about health and wealth and planetary sovereignty. She is a sacred birth facilitator and coach and author. She is an entrepreneurial coach and masterminder, manifester. And today we are celebrating Stephanie's birthday. So if you would, Rachel, roll a little tape that we have, and then the 2 of our surprise guests are going to have to talk after that. We ready?
Yep, we're ready. Happy birthday, Stephanie. We love you. Let's see here. Oh. Okay, why won't... There we go. Did we see it?
We can see it.
All right, here we go.
My name is Stephanie Dawn. I'm actually the chair of the Million Mom Movement. And what the Million Mom Movement means to me is we're holding space.
Rachel, we're without your sound.
Oh,
Thank
sorry
you.
about that. Let's start it over.
My name's Stephanie Dawn. I'm actually the chair of the Million Mom Movement. And what the Million Mom Movement means to me is we're holding space for 1 million moms to come together, to transform their pantries, to create economic empowerment, and to really change how it is that we do food in the United States and around the world.
I just put my finger up to it while I was eating, and then I just climbed on and started licking my finger.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, dear Stephanie. Happy birthday to you.
And many more.
Yay.
Wishes for an abundance-filled year ahead for you, Stephanie. May your family be healthy. May your business thrive. Co-creating together with you on the Million Mom Movement Council has been pivotal for me in my Purium journey. And I'm so grateful for your leadership, your sisterhood, and I wish you a very blessed solar return.
Stephanie Dawn, you know, I thought about doing this video before today. I thought I'm going to get cute because I know this is going to be shown on the Fierce Friday Zoom. And then I thought, you know, Stephanie and I, we have some of our best conversations when we're in the raw. So I just wanted to come to you in a very for real condition this blessed afternoon and say, sister, there is nobody I'd rather do this ride with. Thank you for being fierce. Thank you for being generous. Thank you for being kind. Thank you for being godly. Thank you for being my business partner, my prayer partner, my friend, my sister in arms. Thank you for the space that you give to this entire council, for each of us to show up and share our gifts with the world. And thank you for being the space that an entire field will rise and grow consciously and carefully because of the mindfulness and good heart you bring to the space. I love you and appreciate you beyond words. And I bless your new year of life and all that we have to do in store individually and together. Peace. Happy birthday.
Hey, happy birthday, Stephanie. I am so grateful for you on the council and for you originally inviting me to be a part of this council. It has really been just such an amazing experience to work with you and to be a part of this amazing movement. And I am just so grateful for this opportunity and for you and for the visionary that you are and all the inspiration that you bring to our circle. Happy birthday.
Hi, Stephanie. We want to wish you a happy birthday! Thank you for being the incredible woman that you are and the incredible leader that you are. We appreciate you. Thank you so much, and happy birthday from us.
Bye.
Bye. Happy birthday, Stephanie. You're such a strong leader and such a good friend. I've learned so much from you. I'm continuing to learn from you, and I'm so happy to have you in my life. You've been such a blessing. And thank you for always being there for me and for being that support that I need throughout the year. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Stephanie.
I want to say a huge thank you and give you a virtual hug for all that you do. You know, you have embraced and taken on the Million Mom movement as your own. You have been there for the council. You've been there for the community. You've been there for your downline, and you've been there for me. And I consider you a very close friend. I am so grateful that we had lunch that day and the Million Mom Movement Council was born. You know, in just a short period of time, you and the council have accomplished so much. I am so inspired by your leadership, and I can't wait to see what's to come. So happiest of birthdays. I wish you the best in health and happiness. And I'm looking forward to an amazing year and many amazing years working and being friends together. Love you. Bye.
So beautiful. Thank you, Rachel Quayle, for putting together that masterpiece. You are just amazing. Stephanie Dawn, we wish you a happy birthday. And I see that you are with your mom right now. Mom, do you want to say anything real quick before we go to our other conversations?
I think they said it all.
Aw.
I'm very proud of this young lady. I have 3 beautiful daughters. I'm a very lucky mom, but this one was the first, and I can't tell you what a thrill it was to meet her for the first time. It was the best. Yeah.
Aw. Oof. Okay. All right. Very good. That was awesome. Stephanie, before you get to talk, we have 2 special guests that I'm going to turn the microphone over. First, Dave Sandoval is present. Dave, I would love if you took the microphone, and then Amy Venner, you're next, and then I need to get tissue.
Okay, well, wow. You know, I wanted to be on that video, but, you know, I can't, my connection up here is just not so good because I'm up in the mountains, but, you know, everything that, you know, has been done and everything that will be done, you know, because of you, Stephanie, you're leaving your mark, you have left your mark, and your work's far from done. So, you know, I just want to say that, they say that, you know, what you do for yourself is really important, but what you can do for others, you know, it changes lives, and the ripple effect that you've had is unquestionable. So, you know, you're such a beautiful pebble to be dropped into the pond, and with all of the ripple effect of everything that you've done, I'm just proud to know you, proud to be part of this Million Mom movement of many. And I thank you for what you've done and everything that you are yet to do for this world, for womankind, and for families.
Thank you so much, Dave. So grateful that you could be with us today. Technology is supporting the movement.
It's my pleasure.
Amy Venner, sister friend, the microphone is yours. Please say whatever you'd like to say.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. And I want to say again, just what an amazing pillar of strength you have been, Stephanie, in my life personally, for the movement, for the council. It's been incredible to watch and hear the stories independently of the impact that you've made on this small group of women's lives and our much larger communities lives. And so I really am, when I said on the video, I'm so grateful for that day. We just were randomly having lunch, and this kind of bigger thing was born, and I really do feel like we are just getting started. You know, we're just getting started. So much was accomplished in 2020, and it was just laying a foundation for building bigger and stronger to make an even greater impact in this world. So again, happy birthday. I love you. Thank you so much for all that you do, and can't wait to see what's next.
Well, I'm glad you said it that way, Amy, because today is all about casting our visions. And before Stephanie Dawn gets to take the microphone, we're going to keep her in suspense for another moment longer. I would love if you and or Dave took a moment to share your vision for 2021 to kick off that conversation, please.
I always give Amy the last word, so I'll go first. The thing about 2021, just like 2020 is what you make of it. As the world was falling, apart in so many ways, Purium was rising up in so many ways. So, when Mercury's in retrograde, I get my best work done. When other people are asleep, that's when I run. Okay. So 2021 is what you make of it. It's not what the astrologists say. It's not what the prognosticators say. It's not what anybody says. It's what you're going to make of it, which makes it beautiful because you are the master of your destiny. And who's a better example of that than Stephanie Dawn?
Well, very well said. And, for me, 2020 was, it was a year of learning. It wasn't necessarily the easiest of years in it, but it's a year that we can all be very proud of. And so the vision for 2021 for me is that all of those lessons that we learned, like all the turmoil, then the trauma that we are living through a global pandemic for the first time in our lives and our recent history, and all the things and challenges and adaptations that had to come along with that we take those lessons that we learned and we use them as strength and inspiration to be able to do more with our voices, that no matter what some of our beliefs are, that we all come together in a common ground of we love human beings, we believe in health and nutrition, we want to make the world a better place, and we find that common ground, and that we share love and we share light and we make an impact in people's lives. And I just am very inspired, especially with the Widen Your Reach campaign. The Widen Your Reach campaign, and I've seen the Million Mom movement embrace it, but the Widen Your Reach campaign, along with our new approach to customers and brand partners, and bring people in to the mix, meet them where they are and help guide them on their journey. I really feel like the Million Mom movement's just getting started. I feel like Purium is having this kind of rebirth, resurgence, and we are going wide and far, and with the goal of taking away unnecessary suffering. The goal has never changed. And let's use our voices, take the lessons learned, take the things that we endured in 2020 and put them to good use. And I see that happening right now. So that's my vision for 2020. Use your voice and use that Widen Your Reach campaign. And let's get these products into as many people's lives and as many kitchens and pantries as possible to take away unnecessary suffering.
So beautifully said, Amy. Thank you so much for being the original mom on this mission. And it's such a perfect segue to give Stephanie the floor, because she says to us regularly, it's great to share, it's great to learn, but how we're going to make the impact is expanding our organizations of brand partners who have these foods in their hands, the tools in their hands, and are building teams to compound their reach to make a greater difference in the world. That is the vehicle that we have been given by you and Dave to put the mission of the Million Mom movement in and move it around and get it into people's hands. So without any further ado, y'all, let's give it up for our queen, Stephanie Dawn, our friend and leader.
Wow. I am so touched. I am so moved. Thank you so much, Rebecca and the council and Dave and Amy, that is a video that I will cherish for the rest of my life. In fact, this whole Fierce Friday is just, Fierce Friday is 1 year old, you guys. As of this first week of January. And it was an idea that was created to really elevate the issues that we are all so incredibly aware of here within the Million Mom movement around the incredibly toxic nature of our food. And, I just really want to thank you, Dave and Amy, for just allowing us to do all that we've been able to do in 2020. You really gave us a blank canvas and we ran with it. And it's been an incredible year. And I'm so grateful for this amazing council of women leaders who we've really come together in this sacred circle to lift this movement higher. So to each and every one of you, Jody, Naeva, Carmela, Taz, Rebecca, Rachel, thank you so much for all the work that you dedicate every single day. I feel so blessed to be in this beautiful community with you and to be taking this mission higher. So what this movement has done for me is it's allowed me to merge my activism with my prosperity. And if you're like me and you care about what's going on our planet, what's going on with the food systems here in the United States and beyond, then the Million Mom movement is such a gorgeous platform to get behind and to elevate the conversation around how we're doing food, how we're doing life, how we're doing really business on the planet. All right. Because this is a massive, massive hack into what's going on in terms of the food business. The Purium business model is a huge gift to all of us. I thank God every day, Dave and Amy, that I found you. And, Amy, this gift of inviting me to be the chair, I was like, I don't know what it means exactly. I don't know what a chair does. I've never been on a council, but the answer is yes. And so I just keep saying yes, even before I know what's going on, I say yes. Why? Because that's what leaders do, because then we're going to figure out how to do it, right? So I want to empower each and every one of you to be that leader with me, to rise this movement to 1 million strong. That's my commitment every single day. I am awake and I'm thinking, how can we move this? How can we move this mission forward? As we've learned in the past, please go to our YouTube channel, Million Mom Movement YouTube channel, and watch past Fierce Fridays, because wow, this last quarter of 2020, I was moved to tears with several of our presenters. There's an urgent need to detox children in the United States today, an urgent need. And so you know what? That's our job in the Million Mom Movement, is to get the word out. So how are we going to do that? By talking about what we have and the commitment at the end of that pledge to share what we have, to share this business opportunity, to create virtual wealthy happy hours. We're living so much of our lives virtually, right? Creating virtual wealthy happy hours. Invite myself, invite the council, invite Dave and Amy, possibly, to come to these virtual healthy happy hours to promote what it is that we have. They just might say yes. So I'm excited by the mega Zooms that we're having. Maybe the Million Mom Movement can have some mega Zooms this year. I'm excited to be getting Million Mom Movement swag this year. I'm excited to be finding ways to be sharing what we have in the virtual rooms, right? In the Zoom rooms, and creating events that you can all be inviting your people to. We had one in between the last Fierce Friday and this Fierce Friday. It was a pop-up where we talked all about fearless networking. And if you haven't seen that, you want to see that. We brought it, council. We brought the ferocity, So if you need a word for this year, Rebecca and I were chatting last night. That's her word this year, ferocity. And we want to work with you to help you become your ferocious mama, dad, auntie, uncle, grandparents, caregiving self, or just someone that cares about kids, right? You don't have to be any of that. You can just be someone who cares about children, who cares about what's going on with our food systems, and who wants to make a difference. That's what we're doing here every day with Purium and the Million Mom Movement. So thank you so much. I'm absolutely blown away. What an incredible way to spend my birthday. Thank you. I love you all. Mwah.
We love you back, our ferociously fearless leader, and just love the space that you bring to let us play in. I would love to open up the call, Stephanie, to let your team of council members share their visions for 2021. And then we're going to follow that with giving the field a chance. We're going to open up the call line and let the field speak some vision. So for those of you in the field listening, start making a few notes if you haven't already, because we're going to be picking a few people to share their visions. But first, I would love to introduce our council sister who lives in Canada and works. If you didn't see that pop-up that Stephanie's talking about, definitely watch, because she talked specifically on how to build an international team with Purium and our Platinum Europe line. So Taz Ferreira, take it away. Let's hear your vision for 2021, sister.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Rebecca. Okay, so I just want to talk about last year, 2020. It was all about growth and expansion, right? But this year in 2021, it's about execution. We know what to do. We have it all set up. We just need to do it. So this year I'm looking at, duplication, 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 and duplication wide. I had a team meeting with my team yesterday, and all of them have incredible dreams to go crown this year. And that makes me super excited, because that means to me that the duplication is actually working. And when the duplication is working, then I know we are getting it to all of these households. And for the Million Mom Movement, I want to bring this to every single household and not transform the lives of just the women, but the families. And the only way we can achieve this is by inviting people onto the Fierce Friday calls. But you know what happens after inviting them to the Fierce Friday calls? We need to follow up with them. So my goal this year is following up and going wide, because last year I've had the structure to go Black Diamond. No, I've had the volume to go Black Diamond, but I don't have the structure. So this year, I am working on my structure. And what an amazing feat and path to grow is to increase the involvement of husbands and fathers in support of the women in the Million Mom Movement, to really have become the movement of many. That's my goal for this year.
Absolutely love it, Taz. And I have no doubt that it is written and it shall be done. Awesome. All right, well, let's jump back to the USA, where we're going to talk to one of our brilliant, we like to call her doctor, because this lady has a crazy science background and loves the nuances of the products, and we love to pick her brain for different things. And today we'd like to hear, you know what, Jody, I would love if you did two things. I'd like you to share your vision, but then be around later. You're around for the whole call, right? I'm going to have you talk about our guest next week too. So, but talk to us, Jody Parker, about your Mama Bear vision for 2021, sister.
Oh goodness, no pressure, right, everyone? Thank you for, first of all, happy birthday, Stephanie. We love you. I'm looking like at you on my screen instead of in the camera. Happy birthday. And my vision, I'm going to be really transparent right now. I'm kind of in that weird limbo place right now where having any kind of vision is super tough for me. And I have been really thinking about, what does this year mean? What does it look like? What is the energy that my gut is telling me this is about? And I'm really picking up on, this is a year about unraveling. What do I mean by unraveling? Why that word? Because I feel like we have been caught up in this maelstrom of living in an upside down world where you know, the things that are supposed to make us healthy, make us sick, and the people we're supposed to be able to trust, we can't trust. And we've seen all that come out in 2020. It was like this sort of clear the vision, and all these sort of unrevealed truths came to the surface. And, you know, a lot of us on the council saw those already, but this year is about doing something about it. This year is when a greater majority of people are starting to see that their health matters, and what it means to have real health, and what it means to have real trust. And you have to unravel all those self-limiting beliefs and all those old belief systems before you can move forward. And so I feel like right now we're definitely at a micro and a macro level in that place of unraveling. And I am definitely feeling, maybe it's the empath in me. And so I had to really sit and think, what does my word of the year need to be? And for me, it's sovereignty. And what does that mean? What does sovereignty mean? It means being able to be centered and grounded, which everybody on the council can tell you I have a meltdown about once a quarter. I'm not always really good about that. It means being able to stand in that truth, even when you might be the only one out there. And if any of you have ever followed me, I'm usually the first one out there yelling from the rooftops. And then I go, I just made a target out of myself, and I get scared and I shut up. And I can't do that. I have to be able to stand up, because what Stephanie just said, I wrote it down, Steph, I'm totally doing my live today on this. Merge your activism with your prosperity. Dudes, I have no problem being an activist. Like, I have no problem. But what Rebecca was saying earlier, if we don't get it out there and help more people do that, it's not about the money, but the money is a direct measurement of how many people you're helping. If people aren't having a green drink, if they're not taking that shower from the inside, they're not feeling better. They're not getting better. They're not going out there in the world and helping the people around them get healthier. And that's the point, right? We're trying to create true health and true prosperity and true sovereignty. And so for me, do I have some big like money goal or rank goal? Or no, I don't. My goal is to stand in that sovereignty and be courageous, even when my eyes start to fill with tears, and even when I'm scared, because that and following that gut instinct, that is what is going to change the world. And all the rest of it will come, because it starts with the change on the inside, and then it blossoms out as we put that light out into the world. So that is my encouragement for everybody out there. Don't, even if you are afraid, put your light into the world. Rebecca, back to you.
Absolutely beautiful, Doc. Absolutely beautiful. Speak your truth, even when your voice shakes. All right. You just heard her at the top of the call read our pledge, which every time it's read, I just want to like put my hand over my, like I am pledging allegiance to that mission, right? So, but we're going to hear from her now to hear about her personal and professional vision for 2021. Carmela, take it away, sister.
Thank you. So inspired by all of your visions so far, and happy birthday, Stephanie. This movement has inspired me so much to cast my vision into the future with more expansion. This past year, I've more than doubled my business, and am almost at the second rank that I've ranked this year, and last year rather. So more expansion, building more light and more purity into this mission through the focus of family first, because that's what I'm all about. And raising my family while doing this business, I really want to embody freedom and fun, because that's what this business is for me. If I'm not having fun, I'm not doing it right. And getting healthy, teaching people what you do should be fun. There's a large part of the activism. If you can get people on board with what we're doing through our Million Mom movement, you've got a lot of yeses, you get a party going. You get people over, you want people to be following what we're doing ongoing. And that in my business means a lot to me, because these are friends for life. They're people in our movement that we can help build their family units to become healthier and wealthier. And what an impact that can be, that I know I'm providing people. So for me, for my business and my personal prosperity, I keep thinking of the words self-love, grace, balance, for me as a mom, I know that if I'm going to embody freedom, I don't want to come across frazzled and too angry. Because let me tell you, if you got a lot going on and you have a mission, you also want to show people how to balance. So merging all of these things together is so simple with the Million Mom Movement. I feel like I always tell people, and primarily I'm a mom, that's what I do. I take care of my family first. And in teaching them through the movement, I'm building a business, and it's a thriving business that's been, doubling over with people. And remember, we are brand marketers. We help people build their brands. So if we can first show people how we build ours, and very clearly, like if they think of you, they have to think very clearly, who are you? What are you embodying? If they can remember that, you've drawn them a cartoon. You're in their mind when they're choosing food, when they're choosing anything really. So I'm complete, and I'm so excited about 2021. I had a lot of reservations coming in at first, but then I got really quiet and now I'm really focused. So pass the word.
Thank you so much, Carmela. And leadership leaves clues, they say. So thank you for leaving clues in all of the balance and harmonizing all the hats you wear so that your team can follow. Our next sister from Hawaii, you heard share our accomplishments of 2020, but now let's hear her vision. Nayeva, what do you see for 2021?
Hey, aloha, everyone. So I am just so grateful for this movement and this mission, and I'm super excited for 2021 because, as we all know, last year had some challenges, and so learning how to cope with all of those things, all those changes that have happened in the last year, and really molding ourselves to be able to continue with our mission. And I would be doing this even if, no matter what. It has always been a passion of mine to help people get healthier, to help educate about the food that we eat. And it's ingrained in me, you guys. It's ingrained in me from my mother. My mother was somebody who was an organic activist. She always bought everything organic. She was very adamant about not buying things with chemicals. She instilled that in me at a very young age. And so, now I see myself so many years later as a mother, I have become a lot like my own mom, right? That apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. So it is my passion to help educate my children so that they can do the same and we can carry this on into future generations. And this year, I feel like is a really incredible year because so many people have struggled in 2020. Different struggles, either with our health or with our finances or different circumstances with our families. And this is our opportunity to be able to help empower more people because people are looking for what we have. And we literally have the solution that so many people are looking for. We have all of our amazing products to help people with their health. And we have our amazing business opportunity to help people create a second stream of income, or maybe even a first stream of income as it has become for me. And so I am super passionate about helping more people learn what we have access to, how to share it. I am really passionate about making it fun and exciting to share these products. I love doing Facebook Live parties and giveaways and things that make it fun to do our business. And so I am creating a script for you all to do Facebook Live parties and invite your teams into. So watch out for that on our blog coming out soon. But I'm just super excited to make this even more fun for all of us and to inspire more people to join this mission because we can't do it alone. We need each other and we need to inspire more people to join our mission so that we can reach the people that really are looking for what it is that we have to offer. So I am so grateful for each and every one of you here today, and I'm going to pass it back to you, Rebecca.
Awesome. So well said. I didn't know your mom was an organic activist. See, we learn something new all the time. Well, listen, if you've gotten inspiration from hearing from Dave and Amy and hearing from Stephanie and with my sisters on the council, please drop your favorite emoji in the chat while I share with you my vision. And Stephanie already spilled the beans on my word for this year. It is ferocity. And the visual I get is like a great lioness, right? With her regal space about her. I see that in 2021, my own inhibitions will be melting away personally and professionally, that I will transform my health and wealth, and that I am a key part of the council that develops the structures and systems and practices that help you in the field rise up, to elevate your mindset, what you manifest, who you know yourselves to be. Are you living the life that matches who you believe yourself to be? That is part of my vision. I align with Taz Ferreira to bring more of our male counterparts to the movement of many, that we bring dads, uncles, grandparents, professionals, educators who are men of influence to this conversation. I also intend to blow up my own team this year. I am out to develop 6 different diamonds in my organization this year, and to help them set their crown bound path into place. Go ahead, H4 in the house. You can see some of my team already there. And listen, I want to hear my goal this year is to hear and listen to what you all have to say, so that we can respond to you and provide what you need in the field. Naeva said it. There's no Million Mom movement without all of you. It's the 6 of us, okay? And Dave and Amy hanging out. That's what it is without you. So we need you. You are the movement. So that means we need to know you, we need to see you, and we need to hear from you. So please do your part to show up and get on our radars, because we're looking for you on purpose. And we've got amazing things coming over the year of 2021, and amazing things coming even over the next few weeks. We don't wait for the grass to grow much under our feet on the council. We've already got January and February and a little bit of March planned out. So I'd like to talk, we're not going to go into that. I apologize. I promised you to open the field call. So if you are someone that would like to share your vision for 2021, drop a 1 in, oh, look at you pulling up a lioness for me. Drop a 1 in the comments if you'd like me to call on you, so that you can share a couple words about the vision you have for this year. We've got about 5 minutes to do this, and then we're going to go into some announcements and closing details about the next few weeks of calls. Who would like to share their vision for 2021 on this call? Sarah Emery, of course you're the first one out of the box. Sarah Emery, mom of 4, single mom of 4, scholarship recipient. Take your mic off mute and tell us your vision for this year, sweetheart.
Hey, babe. I hope you guys are all having a fierce Friday. Excuse me. I have 3 different visions this year. First is health for myself and my family. I'm still on a mission. We got to kick a couple things, but we're on the right path. Second would be my organization. I want structure, because I can see that I have the ability to maintain volume over the last couple of months. But if I want a crown, I know that I'm going to need to train some people under me. So Rebecca, I know you got my back and you're going to help me reach that goal. But third thing is I want to continue in my financial freedom. I've had financial freedom since getting out of my marriage, and I want to see it prosper into a new home, into a vacation for my children and I. I mean, we need some solitude for ourselves. And I just want to see passion oozing out of me when I wake up every day. So thank you for the opportunity, all of you with the Million Mom Movement.
You are so welcome, and thank you for taking that opportunity of the scholarship and demanding of yourself to get something out of it, because you certainly have gotten more out of it than what you were given through the scholarship, and that's because of your own creation. All right, Miss May, please say a word, and then we're going to pass it to Nafis. A dad on a mission.
Sorry, my screen is off, so you can't see my face.
All good.
I can't get it on. And I am feeling really grateful that I finally said yes to coming to a Fierce Friday. It's my first one. I've been in and out of the know of the Million Mom Movement, and I'm really excited for my strong yes that has finally come off of this Purium roller coaster that I've been on for a long time. And my vision for this year is to not drop my yes, but keep strengthening my why and really step forward into what I know I've supposed to have been doing this whole time.
I love it. Don't drop my yes. Are you kidding me? I'm writing that down. Listen. That's about to be a hashtag, y'all. Don't drop your yes now. Don't drop your yes. Good one, May. All right, Nafis. This is, I believe, his first Fierce Friday being in attendance, and he's a dad on a mission. Talk to us,
Yes.
brother.
Yes, it is. Happy New Year, everybody. This is my first Fierce Friday. I'm a new brand partner. I was brought in under my sister Ashley, but I also know Carmela and I have met Rebecca. So all wonderful people who inspire me in different ways. So it's a joy to know each of them. I'm a new father. Well, I'm about to be a new father. I have my first child coming in the summer. July 11th is due date. So I'm very excited. I've been a man on a mission for many years of my life with just sharing the things that I know, sharing the ways of being a better person that I would come across that made my life easier, that I always felt inspired to share with other people. Purium, I'm a vegan, so for a long time I had this thought to where I needed to make everybody a vegan. I realized I don't need to make everybody a vegan, but I want to offer opportunities for them to connect with wellness, proven wellness that they can incorporate into their families. I have my child on the way, everything from education to, spirituality to the food that they get into their system. Like all of those things are vital, and making sure that people are aware of that balance. I'm very excited about that. So this year for me, my goal, I've been exploring like my childhood, and like asking questions about my childhood, things that I talked about, because I couldn't remember anything that I dreamed about as a child. Like, what did I want to do? I didn't know what I wanted to do. I left the fire department last year. I was a New York City firefighter. So I walked away from that to pursue like a holistic, spiritual business. And then Purium came into my life in addition to that. So, while exploring my childhood, I just realized that I used to do, life was about being adventurous. I would always explore, I would always forge my own path in places, follow some people's paths, but I would always look to make my own path. So this year for me is about making this year an adventure. All of this Purium is an adventure. There's parts of it to where it scare me that I'm like, I don't know what's down that path, but I'm open to the adventure and forging my path and what I want to create for my family and for the people around me with the opportunities that I could provide. So
Brilliant. And the
complete.
opportunity, yes,
Thank you.
the opportunities will abound, my friend. Keep showing up. Amazing. We're going to take two more before we move into our other announcements and closing business. I'd like to hear from Camille and then Cedric. Camille, go ahead and share with us, sweetie.
Hi, everyone. I'm so inspired by the call. I loved the birthday message that you did for Stephanie. Happy birthday, Stephanie. It's just been such an honor to be part of Purium. Purium has been circling my life for about 2 years. My friend Mary Beth introduced me, and I've always been really passionate about the environment and natural health. My daughter suffers from vaccine damage. So since she was a baby, I've been looking for solutions, and now she's 20 and I'm able to get her on a detox regimen. She just moved back home with me, so I'm so excited. She's starting gently with the biomedic and healing from some adrenal fatigue too. So I'm just so thankful for that and for all of the support with the products. I just absolutely love the products. But yesterday we were in a training, and our leader, Christina Amon, that was leading it, was talking about what mission can you stand behind? What's your campaign that you're going to stand behind this year that's going to propel you forward? And my mission is the Million Mom Movement. It resonates with everything that I stand for. I'm so passionate about what's going on in our current agricultural system. I'm upset about it, and I don't want to say outrage. I mean, outrage might be the right word, but I'm choosing to use that as a fuel to share it with fearless abandon. Like I've gone through the personal development in the past 7 months with sharing my voice and sharing my story and coming into who I am and who God created me to be. And I just want to share it with as many people as I possibly can. The products have completely transformed my life, from getting me out of chronic pain and getting me off of a dependency of painkillers. And I want to let people know that suffering is optional, that we don't have to do that. And also in our finances too, this is a powerful vehicle that we have to bring forth financial sovereignty to people that don't have access to work right now, or don't have access to the kind of community that we can offer. And yeah, I'm just super passionate about it. My own personal goal for business is to hit Black Diamond. I'm going for Diamond this month, and I just hit the UBT today, and I'm just super stoked. I just love our company. Everybody's so generous, and I'm just so thankful for you all. So thanks for the opportunity to share.
Bless you, Camille. And again, Jody, if you wouldn't mind putting that link again to our YouTube channel, you're going to find more of our trainings, more of the Fierce Fridays on the YouTube channel. We do offer training, personal development and business administrative and marketing sales training for the field. So stay tuned to everything we're offering. Cedric, why don't you go ahead and close us out as the last share, and then Jody and I will talk about 2 events that are coming up next. Are you still on the line, Cedric? Has Cedric left the building? All right. Well, we're going to move on to our closing announcement. Stephanie Dawn is leaving the building, bless her. And Jody, if you would talk about our January 15th guest. We have Fierce Friday every week, 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific. We often have special guests. Next week, we are bringing a special gentleman to the call who Jody Parker will be interviewing. So come ready to learn. Jody, would you tell us about Mr. Hawes, please?
Mr. Brett Hawes, he is a holistic nutritionist, and I don't have everything memorized. It's not in front of me, but
here, I'll tell you, functional medicine practitioner and clinical nutritionist.
That's
what you told me, right?
Very popular. It was the functional medicine practitioner that was instrumental in getting Biomedic the detox, what is it? It's the Detox Project Gold Standard for detoxing glyphosate. So he's the guy behind that. When we have been talking about how do we detox, all of these things that we're seeing in our children that can be managed, or we can help to remove symptoms by getting things out of the body that are causing harm, specifically heavy metals. And he is going to come on next week, and we're going to talk about that, what the symptoms of that are, and how to help yourself and your children get them out of your body. So stay tuned for that next week.
Excellent. Brett Hawes next week, the 15th. Invite everyone. You know, there's a lot of who's present on this call are a lot of Purium people, if you will. But Fierce Friday isn't just for Purium people. It's for anybody. We are out to educate and create a field out there of conscious consumers so that we understand what it is we're buying, what it is we're voting for every time we spend money, and how to really take care of our own health. The other thing I'd like to remind you of is that every month, once a month, on the third Wednesday, we have a Million Mom Movement Business Power Hour, where one of us on the council lead a 60-minute training to help you in your Purium brand partnership. And this month on January 20th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 4:30 p.m. Pacific, our very own Nieva Flory, social media guru, is going to be coming to you to talk about how to optimize your social media strategies, techniques, and making you an optimal presence to drive in traffic and raise awareness. So please join us for what is coming up next. Also, take a minute, friend us, follow us, introduce yourself. Let us know that you were present today. We love to connect with you and get to know you. Remember, you are here to be seen and heard. And we are the safe space where you can begin that practice and personal and self-development and professional entrepreneurship, where you can rise to that. Thank you all for being with us today. That is all our time. Be blessed. Have a blessed 2021. See you next week. Peace.
Awesome.